Hello, everybody. Welcome to your new moon in Leo, August 4th message. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I have meditated on these cards, I've cleansed them, tapped into your guides, your angels, and source for this message. I have asked for protection and clear communication as well. If you need your very own new moon energy, or you have a particular question that you would like to go into personally, you can order a personal reading from me. You can find that in the description box down below. Thank you so much. Please like this video, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel resonates with you most. Do whatever feels right. Most important message for whoever is here for this new moon in Leo message on August 4th, 2024. Now, new moons are all about new beginnings. The new moon is when the moon is at its darkest, and it's sometimes called the dark moon. From here, it gradually builds in strength toward the full moon over the following 2 weeks. The new moon phase is more introspective time and represents new beginnings as we plant seeds for the future. It's a good time to set clear intentions for the month ahead, clarify your goals, start new projects, and acknowledge your growth since the previous new moon. It's also a good time to let go and release what no longer serves you so that you can welcome in the new, especially because this phase can spark a desire to pause and reflect. New moon energy can be honored the day before, the day of, and the day after the actual new moon. How beautiful. So we're going to take a look at your cards. I'm going to get the rest of your message with the crystal grid deck. What is the overall energy of this message? Thank you. For the new moon in Leo energy, we've got Tanzanite. An overall energy for you at this particular time, my lovelies, is Tanzanite. This is transmutation, illumination, and it's very, very psychic. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond, Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day to day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to assessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with this Tanzanite stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the old road is ever winding. Your journey in constant flow. Trust your path. Tanzanite could be a crystal or a stone that you could be guided to meditate on, or you may feel the energies of wanting to transmute, wanting to illuminate, feeling the energies of harnessing a lot more psychic energy during this time. Now, you could be yourself or connecting with an Aries, an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a Virgo, or a Leo. Another overall energy from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for my lovelies who are here today. Whether it was your sun, your moon, or rising, or your Venus sign here, that may be the expression that it could be expressing itself at this moment. So we have a hummingbird energy for you. This is really beautiful. It's very sustaining, it's quick, it's fleeting, it's very enduring as well. Um, Hummingbirds have to travel so far because they migrate. Hummingbirds are a migrating bird. They migrate all the way south as Mexico, all the way up to Alaska. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar and returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth saving. You may feel called to take a class, a course, something that you can really dive into. It's going to really open you up and expand yourself during this time. Message from the Energy Oracle cards for those who are with me today. Yin energy. Oh, very, very beautiful. This energy is slow. It is a 22 card. It is all about holding things and stretching, and it's all about very, 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 very intuitive and very, very passive. It represents the energetic life cycle, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclical energy moving into or out of your experience, kind of like the wheel. There's always a little bit of the other side of the situation in the opposite. So this reveals a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface. It's a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so it's best to wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these things and these sides of your nature. Being more than acting, and doing is the intention. Okay? So I see you with you're seeing a whole different perspective, you're seeing the world in a whole different view, you're opening your heart, you're really stretching, you're putting yourself in a sense of expression where you can then be so close to yourself and so close to the divine. You're very, very connected during this time. The hanged man energy, where you're putting yourself and you're stretching yourself and you're seeing a different perspective, and this is all building strength. This is all seeing two sides to a situation. This is all nurturing and taming the self, but also realizing that we don't have to tack everything head on. We don't have to do everything head on. We can be gentle and nurturing within ourselves. It's also about being fearless, not cowardly, not running away, not. It's facing something ultimately as well. And I see that with the Three of Wands. It's very there's like a ritual to this. It's like putting yourself into a place of meditation, a place of what is it that I want to create, the life I want to live, and how am I going to gather that and grasp that? There's a lot of realizations to the forefront. You sat there within yourself, you sought the wisdom. The wisdom has been presented to you, and it's bringing about a major realization of what doesn't feel good for you and where you feel abandoned, where you feel like you should no longer be taking action on things or doing things. You want to, I feel like you want to, you would like to do this certain thing, but I feel like you're taking a step back, letting go. You may have been really hanging on to for a long time to this person or connection or the situation. But this is ultimately wrapping something up and ending something. With the Four of Wands, there is a big disconnection with this. It's not seeing eye to eye. There's no celebrating with this. It's things shattered and fallen apart. There's no real true priority to the Four of Wands in reverse. Overall energy for the new moon in Leo, August 4th. Thank you. Got the Empress, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. So I see the Ten of Swords as energy that had betrayed you, or you feel like something's over and done. You're keeping to yourself now. You may have a lot to bring forth in your life. You have a lot to do, a lot to dream, a lot to build, a lot to experience. But it's all coming from inside you. Oh, wow. Two of Cups, High Priestess. There's definitely a new relationship on the horizon here, and you feel it, you sense it, you know it. This is going to be a dream come true. You put this out into the universe, and the universe is going to bless you with this. So stay strong, hang in there. No need to take action on everything at this moment. A lot has been illuminated for you, and so we're kind of trying to put a spotlight on just a few things for this instead of seeing everything. It may have something to do with abandonment or having to let go and walk away. Maybe you've been hanging on for a long time and you're feeling very lonely while you're with somebody. Four of Wands in reverse is telling me a lot about familial support and friendship in regards to that there needs to be more of that. Tell me more about the Four of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You were uprooted, you're moved, you're not in your comfort zone. This is not what you asked for, not what you sought after. So you really feel disheartened or something is being justified in this, and you're trying to be like, no, that's not what is healthy for me. I would prefer all this other stuff instead, or this and that. So interesting. Tell me more about the challenge. Two of Pentacles, remaining balanced, calm, not being overly critical, nitpicky, naggy, not being overly arrogant and overly egocentric. This may mean to put the brake pedal on any kind of doing and actions. This is a lot more about sitting back, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, enjoying things, thinking, reflecting. This may not look like watching a ton of movies and thinking that's reflecting and connecting. It may be more like sitting in the field with a ton of bug spray on and looking up at the clouds and be like, oh, that looks like a sheep or a bird, or and all of a sudden the universe speaks to you, and it's like, whoa, okay. I'm just gonna keep looking up at the clouds and the stars, the skies. That looks like I want to go in the pool now. Kind of one of those things, and then you go sit in the pool for a while, the bathtub or whatever, and you just like chill and relax. And you're like, or the lake, and this is like super nice. And you're like, wow, peace, of joy, of beauty, of love. There's a lot going on here for me in my life. And I see that for you. But the thing is, you're going through a realization of that you actually have that. It may also to let things go. If the Saskatoons in the fridge go moldy and rotten, so be it. If the layer of dust on the TV gets to be an inch thick, well, so be it. If, I guess the dog crap is outside all the time, then so be it. But that doesn't mean you stop doing your roles and your things and all this and that. But that is also putting you in a space of not feeling in a comfortable space and feeling happy and healthy, because that will also now take two people to do. So I also feel like you are transforming, changing, you're maybe even opening up about a few things, especially possibly in regards to marriage. There is an opportunity with that. I do see good things. Outcome of this message for new moon in Leo, for those who are here with me. Thank you. Outcome of this message for new moon in Leo. The sun. Yay! So we're going to be adapting and adopting loyalty, family, very family oriented, valuing roots and seeking stability and joining hands with loved ones. Leo rules the heart and the sun, radiating warmth, joy, and a life force energy that encourages others to shine their light. Ah! Just like the sun's rays spread light, Leo's confidence and passion inspire those around them to follow their hearts and embrace their true selves. So I really do feel like you're really listening to your intuition on this message. You're creating the life that you've always dreamed of, but you're also not making it someone else's responsibility. You're stepping up to the plate. You're doing what you do for you. And I really like that. That's very empowering because you're going out and getting your own. I love it. What is the advice for those who are here today for this new moon in Leo message? Thank you. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. When you're feeling down and blue, add a little bit of sun and it turns it green, and we see how your heart is no more mean. You then open yourself up and you can be allowing yourselves to then receive any blessings to overcome any instabilities. You may not be feeling like you're comfortable and able to bask in all of you created at this current moment, but it is on its way to you. This is also saying, do not give up, keep working at it, because if you don't, then you surely won't. And I know with all your might that you surely can, even in spite of what all they say when the naysayers nay. Okay, so you're disconnecting from things that aren't truly meant for you. You're allowing yourself to then open up into equal fair balance, healing your heart. But taking a break before taking a leap into the faith, you're trying to make sure that everything is proper and correct before stepping forward. It's that clear setting of the intentions before we fully move into the next new season of what this new moon is clearing away for us and opening us up to. Okay, so we also have a few other astrological involvements this particular month. I'll be there for you when the full moon is also in Aquarius. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Check out the other messages in regards to the astrological placements. I'm very curious as to what they say as well. So I'll see you when I see you next. Love you tons. If you need your own personal reading for this message, feel free to connect with me, emberandfury88 at gmail.com.